position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's low. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Oregon's offense will get first crack at it today. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller.
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Moore to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up.
Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Ducks are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications.
Flying down the left side. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Frazier. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got his man on the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark. 32.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Quickly out to the tight end. Turning it on! They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They've climbed into the top 15, reached a little bit of a checkpoint, haven't they? Playoff is 12 teams. But it's right about this range that people start tuning in to see what you can do, to see if you're the real deal. Isn't that right, David?
Yeah, and cheering against you.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete in the middle. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it out. It's low. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3. lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Moore will throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hughes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to do both. Rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Ducks have it in scoring position on first and goal. He wants to throw it. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a deep shot here.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Rushes on him. Punch it out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Pulls it in. It's Moore. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. To the air, it's Beck. Makes the catch, it's Humphries. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Bulldogs! He got loose and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David,
breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And the Ducks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets it past the marker. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Ducks get a fresh set of downs with a fast, hard finish on that play.
Fast is the word. As long as I can remember watching Oregon football, it's always guys that can get the football, get downhill, get back in the line of scrimmage, run the next play really fast, but it always starts with the ground game.
and that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Open space at the 25. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go back to the ground. stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Moore to the air. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Back to pass. That's caught. It's Frazier. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
So now it's 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Beck. With the catch, it's Humphries. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing route.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. And the returner goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You've got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play-action fake. Looking to buy time. He's got some space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, he hasn't called his own number very often in this game. That actually is the first time he's taken off and scrambled, but it was a really good decision. He's been killing this defense through the air. You've seen the arm talent, you've seen the accuracy. That time, really nice decision to tuck it and get what he can get. He's got this defense on their heels.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Here's a heat. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. We reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. To the air, it's Beck. Fakes to grab. At the 45 on his way. How about this freshman leading him on the chase and making the big play after the catch?
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. So the first step of that was fine. They made the pass and catch, but no yards, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, I don't know if they were anticipating pressure on that play and they just want to get it out of the hands of the quarterback quickly, but whatever they were thinking did not work.
He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
Personal foul. Looking to kick defense.
You must protect. When he's in a defenseless position like that, that penalty's going to give the offense a first down. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was fourth down, now first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up some yardage this time on second and long. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Now staring at a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in fourth and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Coleman. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. That's caught. It's Moore. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Maybe being on the right hash will help him swing that big leg for this 54-yard attempt. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the 1st half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the 1st half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have some...
There he goes! Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the big fella. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here comes the hit. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The long missed field goal squashed any hopes of scoring on the last drive. They'll try to get something done this time. Running back searching for a hole. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Bryant. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick him up and put him down and make big plays.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
To the air on first down. Under fire. Running into the open space.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Lowers those pads. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Dogs! A great catch and run for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know.
Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Moore will throw. It's complete to the left. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He spins that thing down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete.
Driving to the goal line, loose football. Touchdown, Oregon. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
That play right there may take a year off of the head coach's life. He thought his offense was going in for an easy score. They fumbled it, could have been a disaster, but very lucky to pounce on it, and they get the touchdown regardless.
38, Georgia, 17.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
The give on the inside. Jukes his way for more. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you've sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
He'll sneak it. Georgia going back to work with another first down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll decline the pass interference penalty, and the results of the play will stand. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Dropping back, it's Beck. He'll take a shot. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Fleming. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Moore to the air. The short hands, it's Coleman. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Breaks the tackle. Pitch up the first down, still moving. He's now up to 104 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense makes the tackle, but not before he gets down to the 2.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football. Run.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the fourth quarter and close in on 11 straight victories. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
To throw, it's Beck. Here's the pressure. Working the middle. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Pressure coming. He's going to run it. Turning it on. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And the big fella runs right down the middle of the field, runs the post route. You could tell quarterback locked into him, throws it up high, lets him catch the football, use his big body to kind of fend off the defenders and get in the end zone for 6.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Snagged in the middle. It's Coleman. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about it in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. Really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did not.